Hi, my name is Johnny Roven, and today I'm going to be discussing with you how long a personal injury case takes and the factors that affect how long that personal injury case may take. So, one factor that may affect how long a personal injury case takes is how long it takes for the client to finish medical treatment. So, oftentimes after a client gets into an accident, they may undergo medical treatment, and this treatment may take longer than other types of treatment. So in smaller cases, someone may just need a few weeks of physical therapy, whereas in bigger cases, someone may need, surgery, lots of therapy, rehabilitation, those types of things. So the longer that it takes for a person to finish treating, then the longer it may take for that personal injury suit to resolve. The reason why that medical treatment affects the timeline for a personal injury case is that it's difficult for the personal injury attorney to settle for an amount when they don't know what amount that it actually is going to be. So when the client incurs medical expenses, the attorney usually wants to know how much those medical expenses are so that they can present it to the insurance company and know what is the right number to ask for in terms of settlement. Another factor that affects the timeline of a personal injury case is the cooperation from the other side's insurance company, or if you are pursuing your own insurance company. The reason why that this may affect the timeline is that if they are not cooperating or if they are lagging in settlement discussions, then you may need to file a lawsuit, which may prolong how long the personal injury case is going to take. It may be the only option if you want to pursue recovery. A third factor that affects the timeline for a personal injury lawsuit is whether a lawsuit is going to be filed right away or if you're going to wait until closer to the statute of limitations to file a lawsuit. There are certain occasions where a client may feel hesitant to file a lawsuit. Perhaps they don't want to be a part of the whole discovery, deposition process, and they would just rather try and settle this case without filing a lawsuit, since it tends to be more complicated and more time consuming. So what oftentimes happens is that a person gets into an accident and then they start treating, and when the statute of limitations or the deadline to do some act, whether it's to file a certain claim, gets close, then the person will discuss with the attorney and decide whether it's the appropriate action to file a lawsuit. Other times, when an injury is so severe that the client and the attorney know that the treatment is going to last much longer than the statute of limitations, perhaps it's a lifetime injury, then it may be more wise just to file a lawsuit right away, which can shorten the amount of time that it takes to resolve the personal injury case. So it really just depends on when the person files the lawsuit. Another factor that tends to dictate how long a personal injury case is going to take is when is the trial date. What's a trial? A trial is the evidentiary hearing that you will go to in order to get your judgment or verdict from the court. So that is really the big day. That's what everyone refers to as your day in court. The reason why the trial date will affect when the personal injury case resolves is that, generally speaking, the closer that you get to the trial date, the more anxious the insurance company and the defense attorney become and will likely want to resolve the case. The trial only lasts, 2 or 3 weeks. It's not a very long time, but it's an extremely stressful time. You're dealing with witnesses, expert witnesses, your testimony, all your evidence, all these motions. It's an extremely stressful time, and it's extremely costly for the defense attorney. So the defense attorney and the insurance carrier will have to discuss as to whether they really want to proceed through trial. Even if you do proceed through trial, it's only a few weeks. So the closer that you get to trial, the more likely that the case is going to resolve because of all that pressure. But if your trial date is a year away and there's not so much motivation to settle the case, then you may need to wait until closer to your trial date before things start really moving and the parties start talking to each other realistically to resolve the case. Another factor that also affects how long a personal injury case will take is if a lawsuit is filed, how is discovery going? So what is discovery? Discovery is the information gathering process in a lawsuit. There are several different types of discovery. Perhaps you've heard of them, maybe not. You have depositions, interrogatories, requests for production of documents. So when a personal injury plaintiff's attorney is dealing with a defense attorney, hopefully the defense attorney is being more cooperative in regard to giving the information that the plaintiff attorney needs to litigate the case. But let's say the defense attorney is not being cooperative, which actually does happen fairly often. The plaintiff's attorney may need to go to court to seek many types of relief from the court, get court orders to get the defense attorney to cooperate. All this stuff takes time. It takes a lot of time. So if discovery is not going great with the defense attorney, then as the trial date approaches, the plaintiff's attorney may need more information in order to properly litigate the case through trial, and may need to push off the trial in order to get that information from the defense attorney. And vice versa. Perhaps the plaintiff's attorney is not cooperating with the defense attorney, and the plaintiff's attorney may be hiding certain documents and not wanting to produce everything. Then the defense attorney may have to file the motions and may have to push the trial off in order to get the documents so that they can litigate their side of the case. It really depends on how the discovery process is going and how quickly and efficiently information is being exchanged. Another factor that can affect how long it will take for your personal injury case to resolve is who your personal injury attorney is. It really is a fact about the law that personal injury attorneys develop reputations with insurance companies. Insurance companies know that if they deal with certain personal injury attorneys, then those attorneys may give the insurance companies and the defense attorneys a harder time than perhaps a personal injury attorney that they don't know about, or a personal injury attorney that's lazy or not very motivated. When looking for a personal injury attorney, you want to look for someone that has experience, that has clout in the industry, and that has developed a certain reputation for being very aggressive and not giving up so easily, and really just pushing the envelope and fighting the entire way. The insurance company and the defense attorney may have a discussion saying, hey, look, we're up against these attorneys. We've heard about them. We know about them. They don't give up easily. They fight tooth and nail for everything. They want everything. They're willing to go to court over and over and over and over and over again to get all the orders that they need in order to litigate the case. It's going to cost us a lot of money to go and defend this case, so perhaps maybe we want to think about settling the case sooner rather than later. The personal injury attorney community is fairly small, so people tend to develop reputations for their litigation styles. Who you hire as a personal injury attorney may affect how long the personal injury case will take. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it was informative for you and that you got something out of it. Maybe it clarified certain things for you in regard to how long a personal injury case will take. Please subscribe so that you can get more of my videos down the line. Please leave a comment. Tell me a suggestion as to what other videos you would like to see. If you want to call me, I'm available pretty much anytime. My number is 888-7-JOHNNY-7, 888-7-JOHNNY-7. Have a great one. Thanks.